Now recording.
Hey everybody, I just wanted to, go ahead and get the show started. Me and Kang were having a very rousing conversation about how we wanted to kill ourselves, and I figured that was the perfect time to get the Moecast to start. And I
Whoa!
figured that was a great place to jump right in
Whoa!
and give some
The
comedy to the
damn!
people.
We're literally hold on. We are jumping in. We are jumping into a show just fucking head deep, ready for the fucking talk.
Yeah,
Really?
me and Kang were just like having a deep emotional discussion about the fuck shit that's going on in our lives. And then I just was like, this is the perfect time to start the show. I think we're ready.
Like we are going like full on deep. Just like this ain't no fucking bit. We are talking about fucking dead bodies, necrophilia, fingering, and fucking.
I don't think we talked about any of that. I think you're just extrapolating this for some sort of comedic effect.
What? Sometimes you got to make a light of something, you know.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta find the comedy and the sadness. That's where the best comedians come from, they say, is that they live through traumatic experiences, and that's somehow what forms them into comedians. I wonder what percentage of like famous comedians that's true with.
Yeah, that is a good question. Plus, you gotta think of it this way. There's a little song by a nice little group called 6 a.m. called "Life Is Beautiful." Sometimes you gotta laugh when you're the joke.
That's true. That's true. And you're always the joke, Kang, so you know that line perfectly.
Damn, that's just whoa.
You at this point are not a comedic ally, but a comedic pawn for me to play
I'm
with in
literally
my
damn.
chess game of comedy.
So the way I see it is there's a sniper right behind me, and he is taking shot after shot, somehow missing and hitting some.
No, he's not taking any shots. I've hired him, and he's there because something happened. Kang used to be, or maybe this is just the effect of like friendship setting in and like becoming fully acquainted with each other, and like perhaps the honeymoon period is over, as it were. But there was a time where I thought Kang was fucking hilarious constantly. Like I never had any complaints about any of the things Kang was saying.
Wow.
He was a constant positive presence. I wanted because I didn't talk to Kang that much, I wanted to talk to Kang more. Then I started to talk to Kang more.
Wow.
And you there's I keep you around for a reason, Kang. I'm not saying you're completely unentertaining, but I've started to notice little quirks about you that were not apparent before, and it makes me wonder in my mind, in my brain, whether that was always true. I just didn't see it, or whether some sort of transformation has occurred.
Okay, what quirk do you wonder? Like, what's up here?
Something about like the way you like very rigidly make references to things that nobody else gets in a way that's not even like funny, or like just the way you kind of like say the same things in repetition all the time, like Kangisms. That's where that whole fucking phrase comes from. It's like every once in a while you'll say a thing and I'm like, yep, that's a thing he says. That's what Kang says.
Oh my god, fucking
It's one of Kang's iconic catchphrases.
what is this supposed to be? Like some sort of just like sitcom, just like, and here's Kang, like
Hug
what
me,
the
brother.
like goddamn dude.
Fucking
I also kind of feel like
hey,
the
hey,
more
hey.
you the more you get
Is
to
that a
know
sitcom?
people.
What is Hey 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 from? That's Fat Albert. That's what Hey 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 is from. Hey
Yes,
Hey
dude.
Hey.
Can I fucking like
Sorry,
I feel like
I'm a ball of energy today. I'm taking my trauma and I'm like converting it live into broadcast energy, and that usually results in a pretty powerful experience. But sometimes it's hard for the other person to keep up, as I use this as a coping mechanism to let all the fucking flowing energies that are at odds with each other flow out in this creative outlet. I'm a tortured artist right now, Kang, is what I'm saying.
I feel like the more you get to know someone, the more you realize you could probably build a good dynamic with them. I guess that's like what I'm trying to say. It's kind of like
For me, it's
the
I don't want to be mean. Like I'm not. If I didn't think you were good, I would just get rid of you. You are still good. There was something previously where it felt like you were like cut above the rest, and
lightning
that's
in a bottle.
less so true now. And I don't know if you lost something or if I just started to perceive you in a different way, and that's where the curiosity lies.
I think it's lately I've been feeling like I guess creatively drained.
Maybe I don't know what it is. I'm just curious if anybody, if we happen to have any like loyalist listeners that just never comment. Maybe today you'll find it in your heart to comment and tell me if Kang used to be like a different guy or if I'm just like mentally perceiving him different over time.
I mean, who knows at this point, dude? Fucking life happens and like a lot of fucking things can like change. Fucking weird, man.
People, see, the thing is, you're this like fun kid. You're the, I don't know if you how much Monkey Jones podcasting you listen to, but you really are. This is the perfect analogy. You are the Florian Himsel of the Riely cinematic universe, where where you're this character where like you're like always around and you have this like charm about you, but like there's something like weird and repetitive too, and that drives a certain crowd of people to just hate you implicitly. And I'm not one of them, but I know of the Kang haters. I've spoken to the Kang haters. There are Kang haters within the ranks of the issue crew. There are Kang haters that in the streets. There are Kang haters everywhere. There's a whole gang of Kang haters. It's the National Kang Hater Society. I don't know if you know about them, but that was an organization that formed, and they're really not fans of you. That's kind of their whole thing. They did a whole organization about it, Kang. I don't know if you realized that.
Good lord, there's a fucking organization for pretty much anything
The
these
Kang
days.
Hate Incorporated.
The
There's a whole office
KHS.
building. There's cubicles. I couldn't
Nah, you
tell
got
you what they do in there, but they really hate you, and that's the whole foundation of their business and company.
the KHS, the Kang Hater Society. There you go.
In case you haven't
Anyway,
noticed, we're without our captain here, and we're really struggling to steer the ship. We have to fucking like, you see, it's like the captain. The captain is like comically taller than the rest of the crew in this like cartoon scenario. It was like the big pirate captain, and we're like the tiny little pirate henchman, and he can steer the wheel himself. We have to like take it in halves and like jump up onto it like it's a Mario Party mini game to somehow like finagle steering it. So that's what's going on here. In case you were curious,
dude,
you ever play Mario Party, Kang? That's a thing I've been doing recently, and it's quite the exercise in just like being willing to let the world fuck you without getting too upset.
dude, I have seen people play Mario Party, and I want to get people together to play Mario Party.
You have a Switch?
Yeah, I do. I mean, like, I don't think I have Mario Party though, but like, I do have Mario Kart.
You should get you should buy Super Mario Party Jamboree and play with me and my friends.
Dude, do you guys have Mario Kart?
You do not have Mario Kart. I certainly do not have Mario Kart. I don't know about them. I do not.
Well, if you don't, you guys need to get a fucking Mario Kart, and we can do a fucking Mario Kart session. Come
Do you
on,
have the
man.
Switch Online Premium Plus plan or no?
I think I do, but it's been a hot minute since I played.
If you do have the Premium Plus plan, then you have a Nintendo 64, which means you can play like the classic Mario Party 2,
Ooh,
the classic
ooh.
shining silver child in the series.
Mm. I'll have to
Maybe we'll
take a
just
look
play
when I boot
3
it
because
up.
I don't think I've ever played that one, and I'm very curious whether it's good or not.
I mean, there was a
That's what
time I
they
did
that's what
play.
they have is they have Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. Mario Party 1 literally injured people physically. That's the thing that happened to Mario Party 1. I don't know if I want to play Mario Party 1. I'm surprised it's even on there, honestly. Maybe because the Joy-Con joysticks are better suited to like rub against hands without causing fucking third-degree burns than the Nintendo 64 joystick.
You're fucking dude.
So
Every time you fucking boot up Mario Party 2, you just have Vietnam War flashbacks.
that's Mario Party 1. Mario Party 2 is the good one everybody likes. Mario Party 1, the original Mario Party, is the one that injured several children's hand. But it was still popular enough to get a sequel, so I suppose it didn't happen to like everybody. But it was big enough that there was like a class action, and Nintendo had to like send out gloves to kids to like so they could properly play Mario Party without busting their fucking palm open. Because like the bit was there were mini games where you had to like spin the analog stick really fast. And the CPUs, like the higher difficulty CPUs, were so broken that like by most people's like best efforts, you like cannot defeat them by using your thumb like you're supposed to use an analog stick. So what kids would have to do is use the palm of their hand. And
That's
because the
fun.
Nintendo 64 analog stick was so like rough and shitty, it was just like ripping people's hands open, and people were getting like burns and cuts and shit.
That is funny.
That's what happened with Mario Party 1, but then Mario Party 2 was great and everybody liked it.
Anyway, are you
And they
ready to
never
get?
they never did analog spinning mini games again, which is like a very classic staple of mini game, any other game that's not Mario Party. It's kind of like a weird Mandela effect thing when you think about
Yeah,
it, because like every other minigame compilation in the world has a minigame where you spin the analog stick. But Mario Party was like afraid of it for years. I think it wasn't until like one of the 3DS Mario parties that they did a spinning analog stick game again.
good lord. Anyway, are you ready
Anyway,
to
do we
get
have to?
this
Is it
show
time to start the
started?
show? Are we starting the
Is it?
program officially?
Yeah, I mean,
I suppose I have to say the thing. It's so strange that Mo's not here to say the thing. I suppose I'll have to take us there, folks. So without further ado,
I
a
think I'll take it
one.
from here.
No, no, no. You don't get to take shit. You sit down.
Bitch,
uh,
please. Oh hell no! Fucking, we
oh
made it
hell
explicit.
nah.
We made it explicitly clear that I was in charge of the show whenever Mo's not at the helm.
This has never been made explicitly clear at all. I have no idea where the fuck you got that. I'm obviously the second guy. There's an obvious hierarchy around here, and you are at the bottom of it, sir, I would say.
Well, shit.
I have the fact that I literally do all of the like outside of the show work for the show, so that gives me some level of clout. That gives me more authority than you. And Violet simply has tenure, which gives her more authority than you. So you're at the bottom.
So damn, that's like, wow, fucking a.
Violet, who shows up once every month and a
Speaking of
half,
Violet, who just
which
shows up at the
speaking of, I think
fucking
it's been about a
intro.
month and a half. Hi, Violet.
I heard my name.
We
Oh
were
my god,
talking about you right as
Beetlejuice,
you popped
Beetlejuice,
in.
Beetlejuice, and out comes
Yeah,
Beetlejuice.
we Beetlejuiced Violet into existence.
Hi, welcome to the cast.
We were talking about how you, despite never showing up, have more authority than Kang, and Kang is at the bottom of the totem pole.
That's true, yeah.
I technically do banger intros if you let me cook.
Well, I'm cooking today, okay? Somebody has to do the skiddly diddly do, and I've been waiting for this for fucking the entire life of the show, okay?
You can do this skiddly diddly do whenever you want. You just interrupt him.
Yeah, I just have to take it from him. That's right. That I have done that before, but properly this time.
And then he just sighs.
True, he does do that. He does go. That's the most.
And then you hear just like, fuck you, Riely!
This is what happens when Mo's not here, though. You guys record in the waiting room.
Yeah, pretty much.
We are recording in the waiting room. Fuck.
Dude, this is pretty much just like,
Damn
hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the waiting room cast.
Because Violet, you weren't here for the fact that me and Kang were having like a deep, sad, emotional conversation about like mortality and suicide and depression, and I decided that we had to start the show right at that moment in the middle of that conversation. I decided it was the perfect time
Are
to
we
start
killing
this
ourselves on
comedy
air?
program. Yes, actually, that's the bit today. This is the Moeless Moecast, and we're announcing that Mo's gonna get some new co-hosts starting next week because we're all killing ourselves live on air today.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna, for my note, I'm just gonna play "No Surprises" by Radiohead here.
There's another Kangism, folks. He made a reference to a song that nobody knows. Folks, thank you for listening to the
Dude,
Mocast and
One of the
listening to
most
Kang.
popular Radiohead songs, but alright, yeah, sure.
yeah, right.
That's fucking old boomer shit. Nobody knows about that.
Shut your Gen Z ass the fuck up.
Folks, all I have to say on this matter is one, two, skiddly diddly do. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Moecast, Moeless edition. We've stolen it from Mo out of his cold, dead, bald, old hands. We've stolen the
not bald.
Moecast, and now it's the don't you start sweeping for Mo and his non-existent hair, okay? We all know that
He's
Mo is
not
bald.
bald. He still
He
has
is
hair.
bald, okay? If you have more not hair than hair, you're bald. We've established this. Mo is bald. I'm Riely. I'm your Mo for today, I guess. I'm the fill-in Mo. He had the big shoes to fill. Oh, I can't even fit into these
Yeah,
shoes. I'm gonna
R.A.
fall.
Emily Armstrong.
And also here, of course, the classic co-host, the one that everybody's really here for, Violet.
Hi, hello everyone. What's up, everyone? How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? I forgot to do that. That's an iconic part of the intro. I'm sorry. That was
You,
a
you
that
couldn't
was a
even fuck.
botch on my
You couldn't
end.
even fucking do the intro right.
Listen, I did it with my heart and my soul, and I think that's all that matters. Also, Kang is here, in case you hadn't noticed by now.
Wow, fucking wow! You're gonna give everyone the fancy intro. It's just like, oh yeah, here's Kang.
And here joining us is my good friend, who I just spent the entire cold open saying isn't as funny as he used to be and is washed up. And
Wow,
he's the
fucking
bottom of the totem pole co-host. It's Kang.
God! Talk about a slow burn right now. Just
This is a very fast burn. I think I've got a lot of
ve-
fire directly under your ass, and I'm just fucking
very
letting it
fast
rip. This is
burn,
a fast
motherfucker.
burn that's happening.
Nah, you wanna know what you did? You basically lit a fucking match and just like fucking slowly burnt it right under my elbow. That is what you did.
Yeah, and I'll do it again. I'll fucking do it again, okay, Kang? And you know what?
Everybody, welcome to the Fetish Cast.
Here's the question that's been on everybody's mind
Now
for
live
so
on Fet
long.
Life.
This question has been on everybody's mind for so long. This is the one question I've wanted to ask on the Mocast that I haven't been able to ask for so long, and my appetite has not been satiated. And finally, I can satiate it. The most important question. Violet, what is a story from your life that you want to tell us this week?
Wow, we're doing that segment this early, huh?
Yes, I've been clamoring for it for so long, and so have the people, and we need it immediately.
You'd think I'd have like fun stories lately, but not really. So now we gotta go
Put your
back.
fucking kazoo away.
Wait, can you play it louder?
Drown Violet right out.
Don't mind me just giving some background music as you tell your life story.
Shitty background music. I'm gonna piss on your kazoo if you don't fucking knock it the fuck off.
Bitch,
No,
please.
I'm gonna talk about my new games that I've been playing recently.
Ooh, what you
Ooh.
been playing?
Okay. So I'm playing the new hit release, Subverse, the brand new $40 porn game.
Oh, we're doing the porn games. Okay, it's $40 for a porn game. And what's going on? Tell me about this.
$40.
Yeah, so it was a big Kickstarter thing. It's been cooking for I don't know, a few years now, three or 4 years, and it's finally fully released. And I have a feeling it's going to have big implications for the porn game industry. like the reception of it, considering it's like the first big one that's come out. You know, usually
The
you get a porn game,
first
it's like
big
$10.
one.
Like the first big porn game, you know? Like it's not
Okay.
AAA, but it's like as close as we're gonna get right now.
So I
Like it's
mean, there are
besides
like
Baldur's Gate 3.
I was about to say there are AAA games where there's like kind of porn going on, like
Well, there is Baldur's Gate 3 where there literally is porn going on. You get to
I
fuck a
didn't know.
bear.
I didn't know how graphic Baldur's Gate got, but I had heard there was sex going on.
Yeah, I
I
mean
didn't
you
know
choose your
I didn't know if it
genitals
was
at the
like I
beginning.
didn't know if it was like Grand Theft Auto 4 sex where it just cuts to the outside of the apartment and girl making vague moaning sounds and saying dialogue that is praising of you.
Yeah, this new game's very weird because it's like a space like shoot 'em up sometimes. Also sometimes it's like XCOM kind of like gameplay.
And also sometimes it's porn.
Also sometimes it's porn, yeah.
Okay.
Because
Interesting.
all your commanders are women. And you're this like weird pseudo Australian man with panties on his face.
This is like all of those weird like this is the next logical evolution of like slut wars where it's just like a bunch of like big titty bitches in like a weird like fantasy fighting game. This is the next logical evolution where we've
Yeah, it's a
just gone like
sci-fi
full
specifically, yeah.
sci-fi space shoot 'em up like high profile video game, and then sometimes they just like fuck and there's like penises and vaginas and boobs and stuff, and it's
Yeah.
pretty it's the technology has come such a long way.
And this is the world we're living in.
This is the world we're living in.
In
There
Donald
will be
Trump's America.
there will be there in Trump's America. How are you feeling about that, Violet?
I mean, not great, but you know, whatever.
Yeah, I figured.
We've dealt with
Did
his
you get
nonsense
out and
before.
vote?
I did not vote, no.
Okay. It's your fault. I don't know if they told you, but Kamala Harris lost by 1 vote, and it was in your state. It was your fault.
Oh, okay, in like the bluest state of all time, right?
Yes. Yeah. That is the unfortunate thing about how the Electoral College works, is like 43 of the states are completely set in their ways. And it's just like 7 that can't make up their mind and decide
Yeah,
the entire
I make no
fucking
difference here, so
election.
what's the point, really? I could have traded my vote, I guess.
Like, I'm technically in a swing state, but it's currently deadlocked in one certain position, and I have a feeling it might stay there for indefinite amounts of time.
Yeah, I mean, like
But
at least it's still worth you voting.
yeah, the somewhat, but Trump won pretty thoroughly in Florida, as he has every
Yeah,
time.
but I think if it were a non-Trump candidate, like it'd
Obama
be
also won
closer.
every time in Florida,
Yeah,
so
that's true. That's what I mean. Like if it was not Trump running against Kamala, like Florida could have gone either way.
that's what I really want to see. Somebody floated the suggestion that if like people's fears come true and somehow Trump gets rid of term limits and then runs for a 3rd time, and his opponent is Obama, who steps up now that term limits are gone, he comes out of retirement and faces Donald Trump 1-on-1. The Obama
Didn't he?
versus Trump
Wait, hold
election in
on.
2028.
Hold on. Didn't Trump want term limits?
No,
He probably did.
he wants to be a dictator.
I don't know the real. I don't know the real shit. Okay, I just know people were like, Trump's gonna get rid of term limits, and I was like, okay, I want to see the Trump versus Obama election. Trump
I
gets
don't
rid
know
of
if he's
term
actually
limit.
going to take steps to try to get rid of term limits, but he has
Trump
said
gets
he
rid of
doesn't like
term
term
limits.
limits.
Trump gets rid of term limits and tries to take over America forever. And at our darkest moment, fucking Obama the White comes at the turn of the tide, and fucking.
Because I'm pretty sure I read somewhere he wants to impose term limits on career politicians, and I don't mind that one bit.
Nobody wants to entertain my like death battle political power scaling discussion about Obama. It always becomes like the minutia of whether Trump wants to get rid of term limits or not, or we just move on to a different conversation. Nobody wants to politically power scale with me, and it makes me sad. Nobody wants to have this strange.
Because if it ends up being a Trump versus Obama race, like
size.
it might be time for me to actually commit suicide.
Is it like an either way you're
Like
fucked
the
thing? Do you
ideas
not like
probably start
Obama?
formulating into plans at that point.
Yes.
You're
Drones
not a fan of
striking small
Obama
villages
either?
are actually helping our country. Let's see where
Listen,
we
No,
go
I'm
with
not a big
this.
fan of war
sometimes
crimes.
some small villages get striked. Okay, it was a couple missteps on what was otherwise an amazing presidency. We all loved Obama. He was our favorite guy up there.
Yeah, a couple of missteps and a couple of tax write-offs. You
That's
know,
a couple of dead kids. Come on. Every president has a couple dead kids behind them.
I mean,
I mean,
especially
Trump's probably
one
gonna
that
have a
served
few
in
when he
Iraq.
fucking
You know,
destroys Palestine.
Yeah, but probably the most actually. I think Trump might beat Obama in the kids dead category.
Yeah, by the end of this. I
Wasn't
mean, already, like, how many
wasn't
suicides were
Hamas?
there day one?
What was that bit where like Hamas was immediately like, okay, we'll stop when Trump got elected? Was that what happened there? Are they actually like releasing hostages, or did they just like say something and
I don't
everybody
fucking know.
freaked out? It's like this headline was posted everywhere, and I was like, okay, first of all, wouldn't it have to be Israel who declared an end to the war, not Hamas? Hamas is kind of being warred on. They're not really doing the war.
Hamas is like an
And
agent in the war and not even like actually part of the war.
yeah, so they're just like, yeah, we want the war to stop. We Hamas are saying that now that Trump has gotten elected. What does that mean? Is that at all significant? Are they gonna? And then Demi Gloom's immediate question was, are they gonna release hostages? And that is a tangible thing. Are they releasing hostages to reach this conclusion where the war stops because they're afraid Trump is just gonna glass them? Or is this just something they're saying
I mean, they
performatively and
can release the
nothing's actually gonna
hostages, but if
change?
they release the hostages, they just get glassed immediately.
as it should be.
I'm sorry? Wait a minute. Whoa. What did you just say, Kang? Because I think you might have a radically different position on this than I do.
Let's see here. Glassing terrorists? I am all for glassing terrorists.
If there was a way to glass specifically Hamas and no citizens in Palestine, sure. But unfortunately, such a thing doesn't exist, so I don't think we should be glassing anybody, in fact, Kang. I don't know.
I mean, all right, we'll take a different approach. Who says we can't smoke them?
Yeah, the smoke them. That good. Smoke them. Don't glass them. That's bad because other people will get glassed. You can't just glass a certain group of guys. It's hard to do.
Well, then again, they'll be considered as a tax write-off.
So true. So true, Chad.
Fuck, I'm going to
Anyway,
hell.
Violet, I think you said games plural. Did you have other games you wanted to talk about or more to say about this space shooter porn adventure?
But yeah, the space shooter is just interesting because it's like a big high-profile release in the porn game space, which doesn't happen very often.
I'm getting to the point where I'm too overwhelmed with projects again, but you know that porn game podcast might have to come to fruition with all this crazy innovation in the field, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to play porn games to do that, though.
That's true.
You'd have to have time to play a porn game.
I also don't have a good computer to do it with right now, so
Yeah, Subverse is like, again, like graphically pretty good. It's a I didn't even mention it's a 60 gigabyte game.
I assume it's not on any consoles because no porn game would ever be on a
No, God,
console.
no.
So I have to have a PC that actually works, which I don't have right now.
To be fair, Baldur's Gate is on consoles. That's like kind of a porn game.
True.
Yeah, isn't that the game where you get to fuck a bear?
You do get to fuck a bear.
Did Baldur's Gate get backported? Is it on like PS4 and Xbox One?
Let me check. Baldur's Gate 3. It looks like no. It just got PS5, Xbox Series X and S. Whatever the fuck GeForce Now is.
Get it on your GeForce now,
basically,
folks.
Streaming with NVIDIA.
Everybody knows about GeForce Now. Get yourself a nice GeForce Now, your favorite console.
The next generation in cloud gaming.
Cloud gaming kind of works now. I don't know about GeForce Now, but I played with Amazon Luna, and it's pretty good.
I don't
Yes,
see.
Yes, Now was hot ass. I completely gave up on cloud gaming when I had the horrific experience that was PS Now way back in like 2018 or whatever. PS Now sucked shit, and I don't know if it still does or if they fixed it. But
Cloud gaming still sucks though.
I figured all cloud gaming just sucked inherently forever. But then I got a free trial for Amazon Luna, and Amazon Luna worked. I was
PS Now
playing
wasn't that bad either.
I was playing Ukulele and I was playing No More Heroes, and it was like perfect. There was some weird 2D side-scrolling indie game that had too much delay. But fucking Ukulele worked perfectly, and that's like a 3D platformer with some level of precision inputs. There wasn't much delay there. And No More Heroes was good. It's a beat 'em up, so maybe there was delay and I just didn't notice because it's a fucking smash 'em up game. But it worked. It was fun, and there really wasn't much, if any, like lag that happened. So Amazon Luna worked out pretty well. I wonder what the other services stack up. I gotta try them. They got rid of Stadia, right? That's not a thing anymore.
Oh
I
no,
think
that
so,
thing was
yeah.
dead in the water.
Now I guess there's GeForce Now.
Yeah, which apparently you can use for free. You have to like get in queue to play a game. You can also pay to get in there shorter. So, I
Interesting.
don't know.
I'm sorry, I just I'm not opposed to cloud gaming, but I don't see it as the end all be all.
Yeah, no,
No, I
definitely
mean,
not. Not even a little bit. It's just a fucking gimmick. It's a
yeah, I mean,
fun
I
gimmick.
like
It's like,
having the
oh, what
licenses to
if
my games.
it's
That's
a
pretty
fun,
cool.
it's a fun gimmick to be like you're probably tired of buying every single video game all the time that you want to play forever. What if there was like a Netflix but for video games? And like if it actually fucking works and functions, and they market it correctly, I could see that being extremely successful. But it could never replace like owning games and shit. Like we're never gonna go to cloud gaming. We only want to play a video game via cloud gaming. That's gonna be a line in the sand that gamers draw, I think. But if they can really corner that market and make one that's marketed well and works correctly, and it's like, what if Netflix but video games? That could be a successful business model if done correctly. They just like keep
Didn't
fucking
that
it up.
exist? It was called GameFly.
That
No,
that does
GameFly,
still
you
exist,
actually
called GameFly, and because of GameFly, I spent like I bought the new Kirby game for like $100. Essentially, is what happened.
What happened is I subscribed to GameFly. I ordered a game, kept it, and never subscribed again.
I guess so. Do they not come after you for their shit? You just like stole it?
I guess I just had it.
Okay, because you can like buy them, and it's like a discounted price, but it's still like an amount of money you would pay for a video game. And what happened to me is I got GameFly without really understanding how it worked. I realized I had no real feasible way to like ship the games back and go through the rotation. Like it would be a whole to do to like go and ship a game. Like I would have to go to the post office. My mailbox doesn't even have like a fucking flag to send mail, and I'd also have to go get stamps or whatever. It's a whole thing, whole situation that has to occur, and I didn't figure it out, and I just like had GameFly and was paying for it for months and was not doing the rotation. I also wasn't even playing the game that I had. Um, and it got to the point where I was like, okay, I cannot pay $20 a month for nothing forever. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pay the $40 that it cost me to keep the fucking Kirby game and then cancel GameFly immediately. So now I have this Kirby game, and I paid more than I would have just paid to buy the Kirby game because I got trapped in GameFly for like 5 months. I didn't even play the fucking Kirby game. I think I have 1 hour in the Kirby game. I couldn't even
Yeah,
tell
but you
you where
bought
that
it.
is right now. I might have lost it. I spent like fucking $100 on it. I might not even have it.
I think you can stream on GameFly now too. I think.
I don't know. I didn't
Yeah, I
see
think
anything about
so.
that when I had subscribed not too long ago.
I think now you can stream with Redbox. I remember when Redbox was like a thing where you like go to like one of the kiosks and everything where you rent your shit.
Redbox was a thing until extremely recently. It's very recent news that Redbox is no longer a thing.
Kind of sucks because I have many good memories with Redbox.
apparently people were just like fucking emptying those machines and keeping all the DVDs, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. Well, so the first problem, I remember the first problem they had, which was that uh like prepaid gift cards worked on a Redbox. So people were getting prepaid gift cards,
Oh
buying out the
shit!
Redbox. Yeah.
Oh
And
my
then just taking
god!
Oh
all
my
the movies. Yeah.
god.
That's genius.
Yeah, you could buy like a pre-made like a Visa card and then just scoop everything.
I can't. Redbox being gone is kind of like a sad. It's like Redbox is kind of this weird thing where it's like I interacted with it so rarely, but it's like always there for you when you need it. You know. Now it's gone.
When do I
Like
ever need it?
like once every few months, maybe generously. Like me and my mother will be like at the grocery store that has a red box. And we'll be like, you know what? Let's watch a movie tonight. Let's see what they got on the red box. And that probably
Right, but that
happened.
would happen,
That
and then I'd be like,
probably
"All right, mom, yeah, I'll go download it onto a USB and we'll watch it."
you see, we're lazy in my house, so we don't want to deal with fucking finding it elsewhere or fucking pirating it. We're just like we're at the grocery
Oh, I didn't say
store.
pirate. I would never endorse that.
Yeah, of course not. We're at the grocery store
You wouldn't
where
download a
we see
car, would
the
you?
we see
Dun, 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 dun,
we're
dun.
at the grocery store. We see the red box and we're like, ooh, movies. Let's watch a movie, and we get a red box, and it's always there for us at our
But it's
time
also
of
like
need.
every
And now
household
it's
now
not
has
there.
fucking Netflix, Hulu, fucking every streaming service under the sun as
There's
well.
something about Redbox, okay? I understand why Redbox died and why nobody used it.
And
But for
also, like, do
me,
I even have a
in my
CD player
personal
anymore?
life,
Fucking no. Like, where am I watching a DVD?
yeah, I guess newer computer models don't have fucking disk drives, and that's crazy to me. And
Yeah, unless you're like a
also,
lawyer. Like, that's the only reason you would have a disk drive.
I mean, like they used to just kind of come standard, you know. Everybody's watching. It used to be like a
Well, yeah,
marketing
because when I was a kid, you'd
feature.
have like your little like CD rack, and you'd have all your fucking games on a fucking CD rack. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it
now
used to
you
be
just
a
have
marketing
Steam.
feature kind of. But even beyond games, it used to be kind of like a marketing thing. You just have the ability to play DVDs. Like a device also being a DVD player was like a free slam dunk for like a good feature to have that will make your
Actually, that's
thing
the one thing
appealing.
about the PS5. It's a big expensive DVD player.
Yeah, well, I mean that's what, since PS3 that's been the case where they have like
Yeah.
Blu-ray
Well,
players
PS3 has
in the
games.
PlayStation. That's true. PS5 does not have games, so I've heard, but they got I've seen some games. They got games. The thing is, the PS4 and Xbox and all the other stuff also has those games, so it's not very special. Like
Yeah.
there's games on there. You can play games.
Yeah, it's just depending on what game you want to play.
It's just those same most of those games you could probably also play on an Xbox, whatever bullshit they're doing now. Series X, I think.
Yeah,
And sometimes you could play those games on the Switch, but sometimes not. We were doing real good on that for a long time, and then games kind of advanced a little too far for Nintendo to keep up. And now we're back in that Nintendo Wii world where that used to be like the sad reality of being a Nintendo gamer. And the Switch really solved it for a long time, and now we're back where it was like there would be the multi-platform games, and it'd always be like Xbox 360, PS3, PC, no Wii port, fuck you. And that was like the constant reality for like half of the cool like third party games that were multi-platform I wanted to play. It was like cool, this multi-platform game. Not the Wii though, just the cool ones that you don't have. And
yeah,
that
but
was the case.
you also got to think in the sense that like Nintendo is unique because they literally have entirely their own fucking their whole own ecosystem when it comes to video games.
Yeah, Nintendo, the thing is their first party titles literally cannot be defeated. Like when
Yeah.
it comes to
And also, they don't
exclusive
release
first party
otherwhere,
content.
right? A PS5 exclusive like just gets released on PC a year later.
Although yeah, that's true. That is that is a thing that happens that does not happen with Nintendo. Although maybe it might have just been a development port. There was like a fully functional port. There was a big leak out of Game Freak recently, the company behind Pokemon. And
Game Freak
apparently
is right. Let me tell you.
yeah, it's so true. Um, and apparently the newest Pokemon game has a fully functional PC port that was also found in this Game Freak leak. So it's straight. Perhaps it was just for development purposes, but it's strange that it was like fully functional.
Also, I must leave now. I have to go raid.
Well, Violet, thank you for appearing on the Moeless Moecast. You had to be here. You've been part of this prophecy for so long. We couldn't do it without
Yeah,
you.
I've been waiting for Mo to never show up.
Yeah, we've been waiting for Mo to finally fuck off so we could do the Moeless Moecast, and it finally happened today. I begged him not to. I tried to keep him, but he insisted on going to bed like a old bald man who would often
What a
do.
loser.
So
All
true.
right, goodbye,
A
folks.
common Moel.
You can
Good
find
night,
me
Violet.
nowhere.
Nowhere. Don't look for her. Aren't you on
Don't look for me. I'm
Visky?
gone.
Aren't you on Blue Sky with all the new cool kids?
I have a blue sky, but I don't use it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Au revoir.
Goodbye.
So,
Shit. Well, the funny parts of the show is over, folks. Sorry.
sorry guys, this is back to the bullshit hour. So, what's some bullshit we got to talk about?
Are we like in the middle of something, kind of? I feel like we just kind of dropped like an anvil. I'm trying to remember what we were saying.
Nah, I feel like these plot points are just getting hard to follow every day.
You know the something about just what's going on in life. It's hard to follow. You never know what happened when. You think one thing happened before the other, but in reality, it was reversed. Your mind plays tricks on you all the time. It's not here to help you. Your mind is not your friend. It's your enemy, constantly trying to do espionage upon you. Your own mind. It's you're in mindscapes. You're trapped forever.
Yep.
A great contribution, Kang. Fucking 5 seconds of mic noise, and then yup.
I mean, it's
like you have to like fucking. I can imagine the visual of you like just like perfectly adjusting your mic, like fucking every little fucking creak and crack, fucking getting it in the perfect position, fucking clearing your throat, like just preparing for your big moment. And you're like, yep.
Yep. Just like Papa Boo.
I still want to like this would like ruin my entire life, but I'm so tempted. My like comedic white whale is a video that I would post to like BitChute or Rumble in which I like get like an old timey like desk setup and like one of those like fucking desk lamps or maybe even like a candle lamp of some sort. And like I have like a top hat and a monocle and like I just like spend a lot of time like getting like a stack of papers in order and like lighting like a pipe. Like a very like old timey like sitting down to like read a book. You're like an old fucking oil tycoon from the 1920s. And then the document that I'm reading, as it turns out, is just a list of every slur. I
Oh
start
my!
reading it out loud in like an old timey accent.
That would be so fucked.
It's like 3 minutes of preamble of fucking like me in this fucking 1920s old man cosplay, lighting my pipe and fucking getting my papers together. And then it's just like N-word, F slur.
Yeah, let's just the F slur, the A slur, the D slur, B slur.
Every slur, the whole alphabet is slur. Is there a slur for every letter? If you look hard enough, I wonder.
Probably.
What's the G slur? No, there is one. I just thought of a G slur. There is a G slur. There's definitely a
Gamma
K slur.
radiation.
No, it's the. What's funny is a lot of these I feel like probably are safe to say, but I'm not sure which ones. So I gotta steer clear because a lot of slurs they're fine with, just not like a couple of the hotspot ones. They're an L slur. I don't know if there's an L slur.
Who knows?
The legume. That's not a slur. That's a bean.
No, that's like a name of an animal.
What? There's There's gotta be one.
Yeah, like I think legume or whatever. That's like the name of an animal.
No, it's not lawn monkey. It's porch monkey. Is that one?
Whoa.
Is that one you can't say? Are we gonna get in trouble for that one?
I mean, yeah, considering that's a racial slur.
Yeah, well, you can say some of the racial slurs. It's just not some of them. It's hard to know which ones you can and can't say. So in reality, it's probably best to avoid them. But like, what the fuck even is that one? Why are we still any like comparison to a monkey is so like fucking 1800s ass core that like it doesn't even hit at all anymore. It's like, oh, okay, we get it. Fucking the black person is a monkey. Go back to the fucking 1910s, retard. Like it just doesn't hit.
I don't even know. It's like there. The way this world is, there is either some good shit, some fuck shit, some hot shit, some low shit. It's just a lot of shit.
Hit all the way down, up, down, left, right. It's all shit.
Up, down, left, right, forwards, backwards, circular, square. I don't fucking know anymore.
So did you see Nick Fuentes epically own that feminist?
Oh God, what did he do this time?
She got BTFO'd. You don't know about this?
No, because I rarely follow YouTube drama.
Nick Fuentes, fucking okay. So Nick Fuentes was in some hot water recently. Big shocker. Nick Fuentes got into some trouble, because he said on Twitter, "Your body, my choice," and a lot of people did not like that he said that. They got real upset that he said that, and one person got so upset that they doxed him. So now you can know where Nick Fuentes lives. If you want that information, it's very easily obtainable now. And some fucking goofball was hanging outside Nick Fuentes' house. She was like, hee, I'm gonna go knock on the door. So she got out of her car. And she went and knocked on Nick Fuentes' door. Nick Fuentes promptly opened the door and immediately pepper sprayed her in the face, and she fell down the stairs. He pops right out, wham! Hits her with the pepper spray. She goes tumbling down.
Oh my God, that is just nothing short of amazing.
It's a beautiful sight. It's legally dubious because the girl did not really do anything violent. She didn't do any sort of violence or property damage of any sort or anything like that. She just like rang the doorbell or knocked on the door, which is I think something you're allowed to do. I don't think you're allowed to use arguably perhaps lethal-ish force on somebody who has rung your doorbell. However, legal or not, the bitch deserved it because she was obviously just there to fuck with him. Like, you fuck around and you find out. That's kind of the scientific method. Maybe don't fucking harass random people who got doxxed on the internet who are getting fucking 8 million death threats. Perhaps they're gonna be a little on edge. I don't know if you can put that together in your head. But literally thousands of people are threatening to brutally kill you. Maybe you're a little bit fucking trigger happy and ready to kind of defend yourself at a moment's notice. So, legally dubious. She's gonna press charges, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what the courts have to say about whether Nick Fuentes was in the right legally here. But I think that it was quite entertaining to watch that weird fat old lady fall down the stairs after getting pepper sprayed by Nick Fuentes.
Dude, that is honestly, now hearing that she got fucking pepper sprayed, now that shit is fucking hilarious.
Fucking right out the door. He had to have gotten pepper spray like on his door. That's how fucking quick he was with the fucking pepper spray. His fucking door creaks open, get a nice little shot of Nick Fuentes sticking his head out, fucking right in the face.
He's just got that fucking, he's running Commando Pro ready to fucking just go ham.
He's got all the calculations about his cookie storage paused, and he's fully paid attention to ready to fucking pepper spray at a moment's notice. Mo's not here to get really upset. Whenever I make that reference, he's not very happy.
Sir, Are you aware that you need a license to conceal carry pepper spray? Notes.
It's crazy how that's just like straight up a Nazi on the internet, and he's so like silly. He's such a silly little character, and he's literally Hitler. That's the funny thing about Nick Fuentes.
Oh my god.
He's just this
Literally Hitler.
He's just this wacky, silly little guy. But in terms of like his politically, he is literally Hitler.
Oh my god.
Like 1-to-1. Nick Fuentes, Adolf Hitler. Very terrible guy. He's got the type of political positions I am kind of willing to judge people for. I'm very lenient on that type of thing. Honestly, I probably would be friends with Nick Fuentes, but I would be a very critical friend. I'm very willing to have friends across the aisle. Like, ultimately, I kind of don't care what you think politically. If I'm willing to like play video games and do bits with you, like, I'll just do it. I'll have a good time. But I will tell you if I think your positions are retarded and insane. So I'd fucking play a video game with Nick Fuentes, but I'd tell him like, hey, how's fucking killing all the whatever you want to kill? I don't want to say that on YouTube going on. You fucking idiot, you dumbass, you retard.
It's just these days, these celebrities don't fail to amaze me with what lengths they are to go to either show.
Is Nick Fuentes a celebrity?
I mean,
what is celebrity? What falls under that term?
I guess, what is he? Infamous, notorious, like
he's like a. I don't know if he's. How notable is Nick Fuentes? Like, how many people know that name?
I don't even know anymore, dude.
Yeah, maybe a lot. Maybe he is more influential than I think, but he's just this wacky little character. Something about him.
Something
like if he was
stupid
ever in power, it would be literally apocalyptic and horrific and horrifying. But as he runs around with no influence on the world and just says whatever he wants and does goofy shit, he's quite the fun little cartoon character.
It's like he goes around doing whatever he wants, like, without consequence.
Going on Rumble talking about mass cookie storage, and nobody bats an eye.
Oh, no one.
I think he got banned from Rumble, actually. I think a couple people did bat an eye.
Probably.
I wonder if he's like the most banned man. Did he get his Twitter back? I think he did. He did get his Twitter back. Yeah, obviously he got his Twitter back. That's how this whole thing happened. But he didn't have his Twitter for a long time. He was like one of the last guys. We still have guys. Does Milo have his Twitter back?
Comment down below if he does. Give us a little heads up.
Tell us if Milo Yiannopoulos has his Twitter back, because that was like, I am the free speech absolutist. I want all these crazy right wing retards to have a platform. I don't think they deserve to have it stripped from them, regardless of their crazy beliefs. So I wanted everybody to get the Twitter back. I was glad that eventually Alex Jones got his Twitter back. That was a big one. Nick Fuentes got his Twitter back, obviously. But I remember there were a couple stragglers. I don't know if Milo has his Twitter back yet. And there were a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, what would Milo Yiannopoulos do to really offend someone?
A lot of things, I think, actually. The very, very offensive guy in general. Alright, Kang, Seamless. I need you to mute yourself and not say or do anything until I get back, because it's all going to be cut magically. It'll be like this never happened. I have to leave the room for like 2 minutes, but for the listeners, it's going to be 1 second if you just heed my words and mute yourself and don't make noises the whole time.
Alright, I'll mute myself just for you.
Thank you, Kang. And now we're going to magically be back. And the next sentence is going to be us being back from this. Now we are back, folks, just like that. That is the magic of Audacity, today's sponsor.
Oh, God.
Audio editing software to the stars. There might be some spyware involved, I've heard vaguely, but who cares? Let them see it.
Fucking spyware from Audacity.
Being spied on is just like not even real anymore. Or rather, it is real constantly, no matter what you do. So like to would all take any measures to not be spied upon is just like a retarded show of showmanship. Like there's nothing to be gained. All of your information is out there. Anybody who wants it can get it at a moment's notice. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So like all these people who like put tape on their webcams and like check no on all the fucking like privacy policies, whatever bullshit. They have all your info, bro. You're not achieving anything. You've already lost the game. You were born and you had immediately lost the game. I'm sorry to tell you.
Worst comes to worst, you also got fucking delete me.
What is delete me?
Basically, you sign up for it, they go around basically saying, hey, you can't sell that. They're basically legally supposed to delete it.
This is all but like the who cares? Is it everybody's looking? You know that they can find it if they need it. There's no you can delete me all you fucking want. The government's still spying on you. Anybody who needs your information can get it. It's not. There's no hiding.
Yeah, well, maybe they want the illusion of security. Who knows?
Yeah, well, so that's what it is. Just so you know, it's an illusion. There's no safety to be had.
Big Brother is always watching.
Big Brother is in fact always watching. Your phone is listening to you, and there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to talk about Squishmallows, and then there's going to be ads on Twitter for Squishmallows, and you'll have never heard of Squishmallows in your life before that time. And then somebody talks about Squishmallows, and suddenly you got ads for Squishmallows. Obvious that your phone is listening to you.
You want to talk about
You're welcome, everybody, for all the ads of Squishmallows you're going to get if you were playing this podcast out loud. Squishmallows, Squishmallows, Squishmallows. Please let me know if you get ads for Squishmallows based on this thing that I'm doing.
You want to talk about using your Squishmallows as fleshlights? There you go.
There you go. Fucking put a little hole in those fuckers. Fucking go to town. Squishmallows. This episode is brought to you by Squishmallows.
Go to town and dick it down.
Just cut a hole in that bitch and fucking go crazy.
Hey, you're going crazy once you shoot your gravy.
And with that, I'm ending this. It's over.
Riely, where can they find you?
You can find me at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's RIELY Cinematic Universe. All sorts of content there. Also, make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to Demigloom. It's on that channel every Saturday. It might also be on my channel eventually. We might start alternating. I gotta fix my computer situation. But for now, definitely on youtube.com/Demigloom until announced otherwise. There's gonna be every Saturday at 12 o'clock, kind of. Sometimes we're a little late, but every Saturday around the realm of 12 o'clock is a live podcast, and it's called the Trans Fat Experience. It's me and Demigloom. We talk about whatever the fuck we feel like. Great show. We do it every Saturday. Check it out. Watch the VOD or watch it live. What about you, Kang? What do you got going on?
You can find me at the usual linktr.ee/Grimrealm, where I have all my links, everything you need to know, and
All
probably
the links that he
more.
doesn't use. All the Twitch that he never streams on.
That I still haven't found the motivation to start doing, which I am slowly finding it.
You should just start like the Kang show. Do like a dumb podcast stream and get your Riely Cinematic Universe adjacent retards together and do a thing.
Just do some Joe Rogan style shit.
Yeah, sure. Exactly. Exactly like Joe Rogan.
Well, do you have anything you want to close us out with?
Folks, thank you for listening to the Moecast. I'm sure our beautiful captain will be with us next week. We'll return to your regularly scheduled program, but I'm glad you were here. Folks, if anybody made it this far for this beautiful day in history, the day that we finally had a Moeless Moecast. It's been spoken of in the prophecy for so long. It's finally come to pass.
Finally came to fruition.
We had a good show. We had Violet on. I almost fucked it up. I was almost completely perfect this whole episode. We have Violet here. That was cool. Great episode. One for the history books, and we'll have Mo back next week for your same old, regular, boring Moecast. Mo's gonna be here and you'll be like, ugh, Mo's here on the Moecast. How fucking lame. But how fucking predictable. Honestly, it's been done. Come on. Fucking predictable. Folks, thank you for listening to the Moecast. We'll see you next week.
Auf Wiedersehen, gentlemen.